this one. Remember, then deep ocean basin comes, so everything I touch, sea mounts. Okay, now crater. Okay. If you see mountain belts, okay, on your page 24 in your textbook, you can highlight what is cratons. Cratons. It's the interior continents. These are the stable, rigid portion of the earth. Continents are called as cratons. Okay, these are the different layers. You see the different layers. The outer layer is the mantle. This one is the crust. Then the upper mantle. Then this is lower mantle, outer core, inner core. See, those are different layers. Transection of the earth. Okay, now why earth is considered as a system? What is a system science? Yes.
On page 24, what did you say?
It's called cratons. It's in your textbook. It's on page 24. The stable interiors. See the last paragraph down.
It's called ocean ridges. The major features of content.
The mountain belts and then stable interiors.
Mountain belts and then stable interior.
That's a cratons.
Right
yes,
there.
that's cratons. Okay, now why Earth is a system? Why is called? Because it's important that Earth is like a system. That's why it's called system science. What is a system? Any system is a size of a group of interacting parts. It's a big group where they are interacting with each other, like human body. We have digestive system. Digestive system is not just stomach. Digestive system starts from esophagus. I used to teach biology for high school biology for several years. It starts with esophagus. Then you go down all the esophagus to the stomach. Then you have a small intestine, large intestine, then rectum. All this comprises digestive system. So remember. So that's why all work in together. Liver, spleen, pancreas, everybody have its own function. So that's why it's a group of interacting parts that form a complex whole that give rise to digestive system. What about respiratory system? Lungs, trachea, everything that's respiratory. Circulatory system, central nervous system, your brain and spinal cord is all central nervous system. That's why anything which acts on the central nervous system, that's why drugs, they act on the central nervous system. So that's why pain medications, they act on central nervous system. So these are. What is a closed system? Is a self-contained system, like automobile cooling system is a slow. Heat is not going anywhere. That's a closed system. But our Earth is an open system. So open system allow both energy and matter to exchange. That's what is that. That's what open system. That's what. Then this is a closed system and closed and open system here. Now, what is the Earth as a system? Why Earth is considered as a system now? Because Earth is a dynamic body. Earth is not a static body. It's not stable. Earth is moving continuously. So Earth is that's why you see those weathering erosions. All those is because of the Earth's movement. It's a dynamic body with many separate but highly interacting systems, spheres. We just studied different type of spheres. They are all independent, but they are interacting each other. That's why all comprises what is called as an Earth science system. That's why Earth system. Science, it's an Earth system, is a science studies Earth as a system that is composed of all these numerous parts, but they're all interacting and they're all independently acting. So but they all make our Earth to function. That's why in order to understand the Earth, you have to understand the different spheres, different materials on the Earth, the composition, the makeup, the factors which are influencing, atmosphere and all. So Earth as a system, what is the source of? So where do you get the source of energy for the outer, for the exterior of the Earth? How do you get the energy from exterior of the Earth? You get from where? Outside the earth, where do you get energy from?
Right?
Sun, solar radius. That's why sun derives the external process such as weather, ocean circulation, erosion. These are source of energy. But Earth's interior derives internal. This is an important question again. Where does the energy of the Earth's interior comes from? It comes from the internal processes such as volcanoes, earthquakes, and mountain buildings. These are the features which give rise to internal energy. Earth's interior. Earth as a system consists of endless array of subsystems. I told you, subsystems. Those are the system, there are subsystems. What a hydrologic cycle. What is a hydrologic cycle? Is the waters you see on the oceans, they get evaporated, goes back into the atmosphere. In the clouds, they get condensed, they precipitate and come down in the form of rain. So all these waters going up, come down. Likewise, humans also. Like we are all made up of minerals. We are all made up of dirt, right? And then when we die, we go back to the dirt. We go back to the minerals. That's a mineral cycle. If you have a tree, or dead animal, what happens? They get decomposed. The nature, the microorganisms, the insects, they come and feed on those dead animals, and rest they're broken down into minerals and get absorbed into the soil back. We are made up of minerals, we have go back to the minerals. And this cycle is called as mineral cycle. You have hydrologic cycle, you have a mineral cycle also. That's why since our body is composed of minerals, any deficiency in the minerals is called as what? It's called as disease. So you have if slight imbalance in your body happens with these, that's why they're called as trace minerals. You probably go to the vitamin shops and buy trace minerals. Body needs always replenished with minerals. Any deficiency in minerals causes some kind of some deficiencies that leads to some kind of disease. So it's important. Humans are integral part of this system. We are completely knit together. Anything that happens in nature affects us, whether it's a heat or cold or rains or climate changes, anything. Who is the ultimate people getting affected? Humans. Humans are the integral part of this system. That's why.
Also, some of what happened to most of it, like we caused most of the global warming that's going on.
Everything. That's the human man-made hazards. Global warming. That's all comes. And greenhouse effect. Okay, environment. People and environment. What is environment? So anything that surrounds and influences organism is called environment. I am saying this is our environment here. Anything which surrounds and influences us is environment. Then comes physical environment. So you see, sources of energy adjusted. Then consist of nearly. I just put it. So here I'm just changing the slide. And environment is surrounding the influence of the organisms. And then we have a physical environment which composes water, air, soil, rock. Those are physical environments around us. Now what is the environmental term? Is reserved for those aspects that focuses on relationship between people and that's called environmental. That's why it's called environmental science, right? Why? What is science? Which deals with effect of environment on humans. That's what the nature. Since we are the integral part of this nature. Anything which happens in nature affects us. We are integral. That's why it's called between people and natural environment. And this science is called called as environmental science. Okay. Now last part, I just explained this part earlier. Resources is anything which comes from the earth's crust. They are called as resources. Includes water, soil, minerals, air, energy. Everything is resources. Energy. Coal, petroleum and natural gas. These are the sources of energy coming from the earth's crust. You get minerals from the earth's crust. You get soil from the earth's crust. You get water from it. Everybody's houses have drywall. Drywall is made up of, that's a mineral. Calcium sulfate, dihydrate. That's called gypsum. You're going to study next chapter. Gypsum is a mineral where all this drywall is made up of. Now some people's houses have nice fancy kitchen counters made of granite or marble. Those are coming from where? They're coming, nobody's making them in the labs. They're coming from the deepest part of the earth's crust. Those are granites and those are rocks. They're metamorphic rocks. You're going to study later. Marble is a metamorphic rock. Limestone is a sedimentary rock. We're going to learn that later. And these metamorphic rocks are deepest part of the earth. And those are earth's resources. Their resources coming from the earth. Now, there are two types of resources. Renewable resources which can be replenished. Non-renewable resources which cannot be replenished. So examples, non-renewable is all this coal, natural gas and petroleum and minerals. All these are non-renewable. Once they are done, they are gone forever. That's why companies are trying to producing new type of alternatives to these energies, which is electric cars, Tesla. All these they are alternatives, so people don't have to depend on this natural resources, because we are using so much. The population is increasing. The demand is more than the amount. So we are trying to take out as much as you can, and one fine day there won't be nothing there. So what happens is we have to find the alternatives. That's why. So that's why important. So there are resources, renewable and non-renewable resources. Population of the environment, our planet is growing rapidly, as I told you. And when the population needs energy, we need food, we need energy, we need clothing, we need a house to live. So people, that's why you see a lot of places where there is a greenery, the people are trying to destroy those trees, cut down and try to build a lot of subdivisions. Why? Because people are growing, people need houses. That's why. Eventually what happens over the time, it gets affected by what? Erosions, flooding and all are interlinked. Okay, I think this is the last part, right? And only if you are there you can study it. This is the last environmental problems. These are the different man-made and they are natural, remember. So I think today's class went good, don't you all think so?
Yes.
Okay, so I think we are done with chapter 1. So likewise every week I'm going to upload, so open this and I'm going to we'll have if internet works, everything fingers crossed, if internet works you're going to listen my Zoom class. If internet doesn't work, I'm going to try to record. But all the PowerPoints are already will be uploaded every week, and quizzes will be on Tuesday, and I'm going to put the discussion post based on today's class. This week I'm going to put discussion post. Whoever is online and in class, everybody has to do discussion post because it's 5% of your grade.
Are you only going to record it if your internet isn't working?
No, I'm going to record also. I'm trying to record. I don't know whether it's still recording.
It is.
Yeah, okay. Is it still recording? So let's see. If it's recording. So once it's done, if it's, I'm going to put. I'm going to start. That's why I'm starting both. That's why I'm trying to operate two different PowerPoints side by side.
Right on.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. So.
Yay.
I think we all did successfully first grade, don't you think, Miss Tillman?
Yes.
Okay, so I will all see you next week. Whoever is in a regular class, we'll see you on next Monday for the lab and lecture. And I'm going to send you the invitation like this, what I sent like this today.
Ronnie,
Yes, ma'am.
when did you say you were going to post the quiz?
Fridays.
Friday.
Friday. Okay, so both the test and the quizzes will be on Fridays.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.